It's less than 2 feet wide. And it rolls on casters. It attaches to the faucet, so you can have water to wash your clothes. And it rolls on casters. It has 2 speeds, and it rolls on casters. It has 4 cycles, and it rolls on casters. But the nicest thing about this Whirlpool automatic washer is that you can have it installed permanently, and then it doesn't roll on casters.
What a time for Ella to be away.
What do we eat, Dad? Are you gonna cook?
Yeah, sure, I'm gonna cook.
You? Oh, no. But what's for dinner?
Let's see. We've got fried chicken, turkey, and Salisbury steak. Not bad.
Banquet uses many of the same good foods you might buy yourself. And Banquet is just as concerned about value as you are.
Well, Dad, you did it.
Sweetheart, there's nothing I can't do.
Banquet frozen dinners.
Look, when it comes to coffee, I don't take any chances. I use MJB. Now, heaven knows, some of my friends don't really know the difference. I mean, to them, coffee is just something to drink. But I like coffee. I mean, I really get disappointed if it doesn't taste good. So I have to use MJB. Because somehow it always tastes good when it should. And I'm not the greatest cook in the world.
This chic styler works so fast, you know what they call it? The speed styler. And look what else it has. A concentrator for those tough-to-dry places. And it's fast.
3 drying speeds for easier styling. And it's fast. Special brush for blow drying. And it's fast.
Plus styling mist for control. And 2 combs for fluffy curls. Wow, Schick gives you the most to work with, and it's so fast. Schick calls it the speed styler. Get one.
Good morning, America. Come join us for breakfast.
You're the one. We're fixing breakfast for you. You're the one.
At McDonald's, we're fixing a hot, delicious breakfast just for you. Fresh scrambled eggs, hot cakes and sausage, our own Egg McMuffin, lots of Danish pastries. Try them.
At McDonald's.
We do it all for you.
This is Messy Marvin. His room is a mess. His clothes are a mess. The only time he doesn't make a mess is when he makes his chocolate milk. He uses good old-fashioned Hershey syrup in the brand new squeeze bottle. Rich, delicious chocolate flavor that only Hershey can deliver without making a mess.
Delicious.
Marvin.
Good old Hershey syrup in a no-mess bottle.
May I help you, sir?
If I wanted a Whopper and asked you to hold the pickles and hold the lettuce, would I get to hear you sing?
No, sir. You'd get to hear us sing.
Hold the pickle, hold the lettuce, special orders, don't upset us. All we ask is that you let us serve it your way.
Hey, you got one big hit.
Well, the Whopper's one big hamburger.
Have it your way. Come on now, have it your way.
This is a Domino's Pizza store, a store of pizza specialists. Pizza is the only thing Domino's Pizza makes. It enables them to do it right, starting with the freshest ingredients. Nothing is ever frozen, dehydrated, processed, or powdered. It's a wholesome, nutritious meal in itself. For hot, friendly, fast delivery, call Domino's Pizza.
Check your Yellow Pages directory for the Domino's Pizza store near you, limited delivery area.
Start with our golden macaroni made from special durum wheat. Boil for 7 minutes. Drain and add the flavor of sharp aged cheddar. Kraft makes it all so easy. Now take credit for a home-cooked family favorite that costs only pennies a serving. No wonder it's America's favorite packaged dinner. Kraft macaroni and cheese. A great idea for good cooks on a budget.
Lucy, let me borrow your shampoo.
What a roommate. Can't you ever buy your own stuff?
Well, Lucy, I'm not exactly dressed to go to the store right now.
How convenient.
Head and Shoulders. I know it really works against your dandruff, but what about my gorgeous hair?
Your gorgeous hair will love it. You know, it is the best-selling shampoo in America.
Best-selling dandruff shampoo, you mean?
Best-selling shampoo of any kind. Because it hates your dandruff, but it also loves your hair. I use it regularly.
Well, smells okay. Some kind of lather, too.
Know what I think?
You think you look adorable.
Not just that, hon. I think your shampoo did a terrific sexy number on my hair. I love it.
I'm glad. Now you could buy the Head and Shoulders. We're out.
Okay. Can I borrow some money?
Head and Shoulders. Hates your dandruff. Loves your hair.
2 bright dessert ideas from Betty Crocker. First of all, just one Betty Crocker Devil's Food cake will convince you it tastes better than any other Devil's Food mix. Tastes richer and moister. Bake one yourself and see. Second, Betty Crocker Creamy Frostings. Besides making great frostings, you can make homemade candy from them too, like fudge. Easy candy recipes on every box. Betty Crocker Cakes and Frostings. Try one or 2.
The Endings, brought to you by Jell-O brand gelatin.
Cheesecake.
You said you were being the sales manager.
He always says no to dessert. He says dessert fills you up and slows you down.
Well, he won't say no to Jell-O gelatin.
Looks good. You sure it isn't filling?
Positive.
Fabulous dessert.
Thank you.
Light yet so delicious. I see how you keep on your toes, Turner.
Sweetheart, you're the best.
So for happy endings, don't say no, say Jell-O gelatin.
When Twinkle Toes Tilly accidentally tripped, she dropped chocolate pudding into a bowl of Cool Whip non-dairy whipped topping and got an idea. Her family loved the new dessert she called Pudding Puzzle. Now there's layered pound cake cover-up, gelatin jumble, and whenever there's a crash in the kitchen, everyone expects a new dessert. Cool Whip. It's a lot more than a topping.
At Tim Hortons, there are a lot of good reasons to stop for coffee and donuts, like chocolate dipped donuts, orange twists, donuts with whipped cream, honey crullers, famous Tim Horton Dutchies, and more. Of course, Tim Hortons service is always friendly and efficient. We're open 7 days a week, and the coffee is great. Yes, at Tim Hortons, there are a lot of good reasons to stop for coffee and donuts. But most of all, you meet the happiest people.
Bowling sure makes me hot and thirsty.
This is a job for Kool-Aid. Hey, Kool-Aid!
Oh, yeah! Kool-Aid here, bringing you fun. Kool-Aid's got thirst on the run. Get a big, wide, happy ear to ear. Kool-Aid smile, 'cause the biggest smile is a Kool-Aid smile. A Kool-Aid smile, a Kool-Aid smile. Dun-dun.
Your friend's cool.
My friend's Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid brand soft drink.
Your kids will love McDonald's Happy Meal. It's food and fun in a box. It's a hamburger or cheeseburger, regular-sized fries, regular-sized soft drink, and a McDonald's and cookie sampler. It all comes in a Happy Meal box with games, puzzles, jokes, and a prize.
A prize?
It's a hamburger or cheeseburger, regular-sized fries, regular-sized soft drink, a McDonald's and cookie sampler with games, puzzles, jokes, and a prize.
I've got a Happy Meal.
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
In an old trail town, there was a gang of dirty guys they called the Bathtub Ring. Their boss was Dirty Bert. He'd plaster kids with dirt. He was having a real wild fling. Mr. Bubble called him out. Dirty Bert wheeled about and saw our hero swing. He got Bert roped and tied. He scrubbed Bert's dirty hide. And he cleaned up the bathtub ring. Take a bath with Mr. Bubble and give Dirty Bert a lot of trouble.
Say hello to Poppin' Fresh dough. It's such a nice feeling to make something fresh.
Poppin' Fresh Danish Rolls. Danish rolls just taste better when you bake them up fresh and hot. Try Pillsbury Danish in the dairy case.
It's such a nice feeling. Get to know Poppin' Fresh dough.
ladies, you can't squeeze the Charmin.
But this isn't Charmin, Mr. Whipple. This is new Charmin. Even more squeezably soft.
But
You can see, feel, and hear the difference. See the bigger puffs of softness?
But you can feel the difference. Feel how much softer.
You can even hear. It's
enough.
really...
No matter how irresistibly soft, please don't squeeze the new Charmin.
Mr. Whipple.
Introducing new Charmin. So much softer you can see, feel, and hear the difference. New soft fragrance, too.
Now, class, Mr. Tiger will show us how Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes cereal starts out.
Is a flake feel?
It's a cornfield. Kellogg's toasts corn to golden flakes and adds a secret frosting. Helps keep them extra crunchy and delicious. It's part of your good breakfast and tastes.
I know, great!
Sit down to breakfast with Tony, and you'll discover why it's great.
Mr. Tiger, you're wonderful.
Oh, shucks.
ABBA's greatest hits.
Mamma mia, here I go again.
15 unforgettable tracks on one great album.
So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? S-O-S.
Including their very latest chartbuster, Fernando. From Waterloo to Fernando, ABBA's greatest hits, out now.
Cookie's life, it's got the taste and the feeling you like. Coca-Cola, come on, girl, gotta share a Coke with you. Let the feeling through. You wanna live a little bit more. That's what the taste of Coke is for. Cookie's life, everybody wants a little life. Coca-Cola, Cookie's life.
Poor baby, I wish I knew some magic.
Bake the magic.
Open the door to a wonderful show.
With Pillsbury chocolate chip cookies.
Make the magic of popping fresh dough. Hot chocolate chips have a magical way. They can even make you smile on a cold, rainy day.
That's making things better.
You can make magic, you know.
We did.
With the magic of popping fresh dough.
You make this shot, you can have anything you want for dinner.
I'll have Kentucky Fried Chicken, Mom.
You got it, superstar.
Kids love Kentucky Fried Chicken, just like other folks. And with all those delicious fixins, what a meal.
It's finger-licking good! Real goodness from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Cost of living got you down.
Prices are so hot, I take a ladder to go shopping.
Cost of living got you down.
Money used to burn a hole in my pocket. Now it isn't even there long enough to get warm.
There's one bargain left in town.
Campbell's Soups. Try chicken with rice. Best parts of the chicken, fluffy rice, and 2 chicken stocks for extra flavor. About 6 cents a 7-ounce serving.
Sit right down and get your Campbell's worth.
Mother always told me, sit up straight, eat all your vegetables, and stay out of small foreign cars. But Joey, Mother never told me about Ultra Bright.
We'll tell you. Ultra Bright has more whitener than any leading toothpaste, yet it's as safely gentle for teeth as the leading children's fluoride.
Mother had a feeling I might be too appealing, so Mother never told me about Ultra Bright.
What just make your food fresh?
At Taco Bell, and you feel your taste buds tingle. Taco Bell, Taco Bell. What just make you a burrito or a tasty enchilada? Tostadas and tacos made up fresh at Taco Bell. Put a smile on your face. Taco Bell. Everybody loves the taste. Taco Bell, 'cause we're the fresh food place. Taco Bell.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not gonna try it. You try it. I'm not gonna try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
When you bring life home, don't tell the kids it's one of those nutritional cereals you've been trying to get them to eat. You're the only one who has to know.
Get yourself ready for a trip through McDonald's
French fry dash. Now just turn around and see if you won't find a hamburger patch as you're heading for a McDonald's in McDonald land, a McDonald's in McDonald land, a McDonald's.
It's happening all around the house right about now.
I'd like a Triscuit.
I'd like a Triscuit.
I'd like a Triscuit. I know my family, and when they'd like a snack, they'd like a Triscuit wafer.
Great with cheese.
Or with a dip.
Neat with jam, or just by themselves. And they really are good. Triscuit wafers, they're made from 100% natural whole wheat, and that's good too.
Live, baby. Not live yet. Give us a countdown when we're live.
Yeah, we need a light. Red light.
Randy, get the announcement.
On air.
I gotta announce stuff. Don't text me because I can't.
That's it. 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Welcome to the Appalachia Connection podcast.
Oh, we're here. We're back, guys. We're out here.
We are
live.
back.
We got Big Tony Allen, Don, Wolf Montgomery, Big John Howard, bringing you the good stuff from Appalachia.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Tune in with us for maybe an hour. We may go over a little, depending on how serious we get. Lots of laughs, lots of historical stuff. We do it all. We keep it lighthearted. We don't do politics, religion, and her because we listened to the Sammy Kershaw song and we believed it.
That's right.
We're going to talk about traditions, the top Thanksgiving dishes you like.
We're in the hills of home, right here in the mountains, Salyersville, Kentucky.
Coming to you live from Salyersville, Kentucky, in the mountains of
Thank God, Kentucky. Jesus Christ, the main man, that we're here.
Absolutely, always the main man. We're live from the foothills of the Appalachian.
There you go. We're right on the Licking River, just out the back door.
Licking River, yeah. Listen, the Licking River's dry as a powdered butt crack right now, but that's all right. It's going to come back. So we need to start. I was thinking on that today. We need to start a movement, make the licking great again.
Make the licking great again.
Make the licking
well,
great.
Well, all the trees all fell across. You couldn't get a boat from here to the wall.
I'm thinking a dredge. If the state would get a dredge to dredge out these creeks and the licking.
Be the Corps engineers,
Yeah, or whoever does it. Yeah, make the licking.
You ain't gonna get no money now, but that's another story.
Did you boys know? Let's say, for instance, if I'm in the middle of the Licking River and I've got my muck boots on, that even though person A owns the right side, person B owns the left side, as long as I'm standing in that Licking River, I ain't on nobody's land. I can travel as much as I want to.
I did not know that.
Some people say you own half of it. Well, I'll have to look that up.
I don't think so.
We'll have to check that at the clerk's office.
The Licking River is a bypass, and anybody can travel it.
So who owns it? Kentucky?
Nobody. Nobody owns the water.
So if we had a houseboat,
and
that's
we can gamble on it.
That's the way they do.
That's the way they gamble on it.
Wait a minute.
Down on
Why
Kentucky River?
Why do you think gambling's illegal in Kentucky, but they have the houseboat right there on the river? Why do you think it's on the river?
Yeah, they can't.
Right.
And and they don't have to pay no taxes.
Yeah.
Because nobody owns it.
But yeah, I'm thinking we ought to get the river dredged.
Yeah, I'm for that. We could go to West Liberty, get us a little motorboat.
Why we got to go to West Liberty to get a motorboat?
How would you do it? Hold on.
Yeah, and hit a spewing water, But our luck, we'd be working on it,
That didn't even sound like a motorboat.
No, that sounds more like a spastic diarrhea fit. But,
Spastic.
I couldn't reach my elbow.
That's our word of the day, spastic.
Sound more like a diarrhea seizure, no pun intended.
If you guys could like and share this out to everybody, including your dog, cat, neighbor.
Speaking of that, you better get your dogs and cats in the next 2 days and your brass monkeys because it's 0 wind chill.
What's a brass monkey?
A brass monkey?
Brass monkey.
If you don't know, you don't know. But
I don't know this either.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Well, we'll talk later. We'll talk later off there. You can explain to me and John what a brass monkey is.
Well, when it's really cold,
yeah. They say colder than a witch's, you know what, in a brass bra. Now, I've heard that. Is that kind of up the alley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Colder than a well digger's hind end.
I thought everybody knew that.
Guys like this, share this, get us out there. We just do this, like I said, for fun. We ain't trying to accomplish nothing other than bring you a little bit of entertainment every now and again. We wish we could do it more, but we're all busy, except Don. But I mean, me and John are busy trying to get it all done, and Don's the in-house guru. I will say, let me take that back. There's a lot of instances where Don's gurus are needed. People just call Don to talk. They do. They just call him to talk.
He's got some wisdom.
They call him to talk, and he's a good listener. He's a good listener.
My therapist even
I feel
does
like
that.
you're going to start making those like navel oils that you put in like navels to help people heal.
I think
Who knows?
Like Don's navel juice or something.
Who knows?
Navel juice?
Ain't you ever heard that?
Good question, Don. You probably know that.
I ain't heard nothing about navel.
Navel juice?
You ain't never heard of them putting stuff in people's navels and like it heals them? It's supposed to be like a natural.
Well,
why is it when you stick your finger in your belly button it stinks?
Yes, I need one because my belly button's that big.
You busted out.
I've got a umbilical hernia. Is that what that's called?
You split like a chicken breast.
Umbilical hernia.
Listen.
Where are you off the rails today?
Don's swelled. He's swelled and busted.
Oh.
he said he's swelled and busted.
It ain't easy being me.
Hey, he's like an overfed dog tick, just busted.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Lord, somebody's calling you.
I don't know where my phone's at.
Somebody calling you, Johnny.
Boy, it's hotter than the gates in here, boy.
I'll tell you what we are, guys. Listen, instead of letting it get cold and turn the heat on, we're going to turn the heat on to keep it from getting cold. That's our motto.
There you go.
Does that make sense?
Leave the light on.
I can't have my life.
We'll get her later.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, guys, if you need us, call us after the show because we're rocking and rolling.
You can learn a lot from a dummy.
Don's navel juice. I see it right now.
John, I'm not seeing it. I'm not. And tonight we've got to do some eating on the podcast tonight. Let's not talk about Don's navel. Have you seen Don's navel?
No.
It's a disgusting thing to see.
I say it is.
he looks like a July dog.
Well, if you're going to tip it, it's going to blow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know. All of you out there from Appalachia, you see an old July dog tick, and you pulled off the dog and stomp it on the ground and go, psh. Yeah. That's what Don's navel's
or like he's touch me not flowers, like if you tip it, it's going to blow.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
When people see it, they say, oh, my God.
John, won't you give a holler out to the beautiful people out there that help us make this possible?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got Tech Holler. We got Appalachia TCG. If you guys need gifts for your kids, I got all kinds of collectibles. Toys,
Pokemon.
And all. I got it all.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
John's got an in-house card shop here, guys, and something that he does have and he sells them very reasonable. A lot of people have been coming in here lately and getting them for the holidays. Is Rook cards. Rook cards are hard to find.
Rook cards, Uno cards. I got collectible Uno cards.
And
Beetlejuice, Mario, Spider-Man.
Outstanding.
I got.
If you're out there and you need a set of Rook cards,
Hot
Uno
Wheels,
cards, any
baseball
kind of cards,
basketball cards.
Yeah,
we got the cards.
I think Rook is a dying thing.
I don't think
in Eastern Kentucky.
Rook?
Yeah,
I don't think it's
done.
No,
I think it's played like
everybody plays Rook.
They play it all the time during testing.
I'll let you look at my name.
I'm good, Doc.
Look.
We got to eat.
Look.
That is pretty sick.
Oh, God, you grossed him out. You okay, John?
Oh, yeah.
How you going to eat?
And we got Tracked Outdoors. We got the Parkway Peddlers Mall.
Oh, my God.
Jessica D. Williams. We got Sloan Chiropractic.
Rumor is on the creek, and I don't know how true it is. You hear everything in the world on the creek. Rumor is Uncle R.D. McDaniel's coming this way.
That's a rumor for the Banjos and Beyond Friday night music half live.
Yeah, they call him Uncle R.D. the Voice McDaniel. He's He's a Vern Gosden. What would you call it? What do they call him?
Well, I wouldn't say imitator because he's better than Vern.
He's better than Vern. Yeah, he does better than Vern. But he knows every Vern Gosden song by the book.
Yeah.
He's a Vern Gosden. You know who the Vern Gosden is, John?
Yeah.
Let me give you one.
Country singer.
Let me give you one.
I couldn't tell you a song.
Give him one.
He ran crying to the bedroom. She ran off.
Bedroom.
No, she ran crying to the bedroom. He ran off to the bar. Another piece of heaven gone
This
to
is off the rails already.
That's it. Chiseled in stone.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, I'm supposed to get my navel fixed, if my heart ever gets strong enough for surgery.
I got one for you on Vern. I remember, I think you and the old timers like Dad and them every time that one, when you first got married. Remember when our old car kept breaking down? You know that?
That Vern?
Back before time with nickels and dimes.
I'm struggling with people calling me old man and whatever you just called me. I mean, it's a change for me.
We're all old,
it's a change I've got to get used to.
Well, the problem with you struggling with that is you watch me grow up and I'm middle-aged. So what's that make you?
I know that. I said I'm struggling with that. It's something new to me. It's like, I'm having trouble crossing the street.
You was around when I was born. You was running wild when I was born.
You're running wild.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we got a couple announcements I want to get out here live in Radio Land right quick. We've got Creekside Stitching and More Christmas on the Farm 2024, Saturday to December 21st, 2 through 8 p.m. Guys, if you ain't been over there and checked out Avian what she's going on over there, they got feed, they got hog feed, they got chicken feed, they got dog feed, they got wormer, goat wormer, cow wormer, pig wormer.
Human wormer.
Human wormer, if you want to go that route. Christmas gifts. They got Carhartt clothes. They got pocket knife. Listen, they got anything and everything. It is your old-fashioned country store, and that's Don's cousin of Avian.
Mm-hmm.
The Farmhouse Christmas Party. Wednesday, December the 18th. 6 through 9 p.m. We'll have our in-house Farmhouse Santa and Mrs. Claus. We're going to have refreshments and a lot of fun. Everybody's invited. We'll have some beans out here, I think, and some pizza.
We're going to do a live podcast.
We're going to go live and just go around and question the beautiful people.
Yeah.
A Christmas Appalachia Connection special.
It's going to be the man on the scene.
And anybody and everybody's invited. And if we run out of beans, we'll feed you bologna sandwiches. But we're going to have a big time. You know what I'm saying? We'll have some beans and cornbread and
Paul Montgomery, my cousin, just said I'd been a senior citizen for 30 years.
Well, he's been long as all my life. All right. No live music. No live music Friday, December 13th due to a private party being held here at the Farmhouse. Now, I'm not illiterate, but I can't see, and I've lost my glasses. I just want to put that out there. No live music Friday, December. Here, let me have them. Just a minute. Sorry about that, guys.
I like to call it half-dead music.
No live music Friday, December 13th due to a private party being held here at the Farmhouse. That makes that so much more visible.
Yeah. You need to look at the camera real good so I can crop that.
$1.25.
I need to crop that out.
$1.03.
Well, I got a set of prescription glasses, but I just can't keep up with them. I have all the time there was. But anyway, the Christmas party, the 18th. Everybody's welcome. If you youngins ain't seen Santa, if you want, hey, listen, we have got the ultimate, and I'm telling you, when I say the ultimate, Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Oh yeah.
And tell all the kids out there that Santa's as patient as a rattlesnake. If they want to pull his beard, it's real. He loves it. He loves when they pull his beard.
If you want to, if you pee on him, that's great.
Pee on him, he don't get excited when they pee on him. He's the in-house Santa Claus, and he does a really, really good job, and Mrs. Claus does too. They're the best I've ever seen at it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they booked up. They probably are. I mean, I had to call them everywhere in the world to get them down here, but if you need a Santa Claus,
right.
Message Kathy Montgomery on Facebook. Her and Ronnie is the best I've ever seen. But bring your children down here. We may even have a candy cane or something for them, or orange,
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, you used to get them big basket sacks of candies and orange and candy bars and walnuts. And that take you back.
The onion sack.
He's having some nostalgia.
I've had an emotional moment.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm lost.
It's okay.
I'm hurt.
We get us back on course here?
Yeah, get us back on something else.
Favorite dishes at Thanksgiving? Go, Don.
Favorite dish at Thanksgiving?
Yeah, let's talk about them. One at a time now. Name one.
I'm going to talk about ham.
Ham?
Good baked ham.
Now, see, every time I go eat Thanksgiving somewhere, they always ask why I don't eat the ham. Because I don't like.
Well, you've never ate a ham I fixed, evidently. So that's the reason you don't eat it.
Okay.
Amanda Marie Griffith Allen's homemade stuffing and homemade gravy.
Okay,
I like stuffing now.
Is it dry or is it moist?
No, it's moist.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you what it is.
I can't stand dry.
When you bite into it, it is crunchy on the outside.
Oh, that's
then
perfect.
you bite into the middle, and it's straight moist.
That's perfect. That's what I like.
I said it was great. I ain't making this up. And it's got homemade turkey gravy. She uses the stock from the turkey to make homemade gravy, not out of a can. And you take a big piece of that stuffing, I'd say about 3-inch square, and you smother it in gravy, throw your mashed taters and some turkey giblets right on top of it.
It'd be kind of like, this way I like it. And so what you described sounds like one of the crab cakes at the Chinese place.
Well, I've never eaten a crab
Show
cake.
that consistency.
The crab ragoons?
You ain't eat the crab things in the crabs. What's exactly what that is?
I just don't think there's no way that a crab cake at the Chinese restaurant is as good as Amanda's stuffing.
I said the consistency sounds like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's crunchy on the outside.
Crunchy on the outside, but when you bite into it, it's like moist.
Yeah, that's the way they are.
Yeah.
You'll try one next time you go over there.
Listen, I'm telling you guys, if you ain't had it, get her to make you some stuffing. It's magnifique.
I'll always like my
Kodo, I'm losing words here. Magnifique.
Help me out, Kodo. Where's Kodo at?
Yeah, Kodo helps me with my, what's that word, babe?
It's suave and the bone.
Vocabulary. Kodo helps me with my vocabulary. Yeah. Is that the right word?
Gotta get your vocabulary up.
Yeah.
Magnifique. My aunt, Brenda K. Howard, makes some pretty good stuff.
Magnifique.
I'll put it up there.
Magnificent.
So deviled eggs, not a fan.
I like deviled eggs, maybe 2 of them.
Well, I mean, I ain't a fan of what they do going down and coming out. They'll hurt you.
I like a good, moist turkey piece. I don't not eat too much of that.
I like moist turkey. Yeah, it's good. Dry turkey will kill you.
I didn't eat a whole lot. I went up to my nephew Steve's, and they had everything that you're supposed to have. You know. And I like the.
I've always wanted to try deep fried turkey.
Yeah, it's good. I like the sweet potato.
Have you guys
casserole.
tried deep fried turkey? Let us know.
I like that sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows.
I'm not a fan.
I like pecan pie.
And the pecans.
Everybody likes pecan. If you don't like pecan pie, you get off the podcast.
Just go ahead.
Favorite pie, butterscotch.
Pecan or pecan?
You can say it either way.
Either way?
Yep.
Like tomato or tomato?
But my favorite pie.
Pecan or pecan is
my
right
favorite
either
pie, I'd have to go along with Don, is
butterscotch.
I like
butterscotch.
Butterscotch is
go along with Don.
Yes.
And my Aunt Tootie at Granny Made Cheesecakes can make you a butterscotch pie that'll melt in your mouth.
White meat or dark? Beautiful. Go John.
Kodo's the white meat.
Yeah, he's the other white meat, the great white one.
Tony?
White meat.
Well,
I never did like dark meat. I don't know why. It's okay.
If the turkey is dry and I can see that it's dry, or I take a bite and it's dry, I'm going for the dark meat.
Yes.
Because it's not. My neighbor, Isaac Minix, on Thanksgiving Day, of course, we had Thanksgiving Day off. Me and Amanda didn't want to cook. Clara went to her fellers. And, of course, we had 1,000 places on the creek to go, and we visited all of them. But my neighbor, Isaac Minix, deep fried a turkey, him and his boys, your cousin, my neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
And it was absolutely delicious. Some of the best turkey I've ever
He didn't invite his cousins, all I'm saying.
Well, what do you think about, I've heard of a lot of people going out to eat this Thanksgiving. And
apparently, Bob Evans is kicking on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like you
that's
can't
where,
even get it.
I heard everybody.
Yeah. Everybody goes to Bob Evans to eat.
What do you think about that instead of the traditional get-together? People not getting together like they used to?
I don't think so. I think COVID.
I know my family's not. They've all separated. They're so spread out.
Yeah,
you think COVID what caused it?
I think that had to do a lot with it.
I think it's a combination of the fast-paced life we live.
That too.
Well,
boys, you got to think.
My family's spread out.
Well, here's the thing.
Died off.
50 years ago, let's say, or 75 years ago, everybody around here were farmers. And they lived at their own houses and they did their whole thing. There wasn't ever a time when you say, you got to go work today, because most people didn't. They grew their own food and they lived on. That's why you had the big gatherings and everybody around the neighborhood, which we still do that up on the creek.
When I grew up, and I asked my brother this when I was over there, I don't ever remember celebrating Thanksgiving at my house when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Right.
Or I don't remember anybody else on Fur Meadow Fork doing it. I really don't. And I asked my brother, and he said we didn't. He said we didn't.
Now, when
I guess with poor,
my
I don't
grandma
know.
Audrey was still alive, we used to still have Thanksgiving, but after she got sick, it just died.
Everything
After
changed.
that. It just,
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Me and Amanda, of course, like for us, which we're an exception, I guess, but we cook all the time. We run a restaurant. We deliver Amazon packages. So on our days that we do actually get off, which are very minimal, I mean, we don't really feel like cooking. I want to go hunting.
Yeah.
And she wants to sleep in, and that's our biggest things, you know. Of course, like I said, I mean, it's everybody's own prerogative. I mean, but I will say this. I can't imagine if you choose to go out and eat, that's your prerogative. But here where we live, the greatest county and the greatest area in the world, in my opinion, you can always find somewhere to eat. And they ain't nobody, if you knock on their door and say, I was wanting to eat Thanksgiving, well, you ain't going to let you in to eat. Because there's always so much food and so much food. So
it goes to waste. Anyway, more than half of it.
I probably got invited to 6 different places, but
me too.
They didn't suit me, you know.
And let me say this, and you know, I'm pretty vocal about certain things. If you knock on somebody's door, if you do, you need to, whatever reason, and they won't let you in to eat Thanksgiving with them, they ain't no count no way.
No.
So just X-nay them off you, you know, because that's a low down a skunk.
I think the traditions die out, you know, when people die off and move and stuff. So you enjoy it while you can if you have one that you do enjoy.
I don't know.
Really enjoy it.
My family's so small, like close, like it's just ain't nobody. I ain't gonna cook Thanksgiving, so yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Some of our, most of ours are all gone, you know. But we don't want to go there now because I'm already getting depressed thinking about it. So, what?
Let's rather bring it back up morale now.
Yeah. What kind of questions, guys? We got a lot going on tonight. We are going to see if we can distinguish between cheeseburgers.
Oh,
we have cheeseburgers.
Fast food cheeseburgers.
We have cheeseburgers from Wendy's, Dairy Queen, and McDonald's. All three.
I can tell you by looking at it.
Well, maybe not. And then we're going to discuss quality and price point from all three burgers. So. It's not all about the farmhouse up here.
Yeah.
We support the community. We want to support everybody. We want everybody to do good. We want everybody to succeed.
Yeah.
And we try different stuff. You know, we may have an episode where we try some of the mom and pop restaurants, try their food. You know, and critique it. And listen, you can tell by looking at us. Even the wolf here, you know, he's gained a few.
No, I've lost a few.
Well, I mean, but you gained a few to lose a few. You can tell that we like to eat. I'm getting at. You know, so
well, if I ate what I wanted to, I'd be a pretty good sized boy.
Oh, you watching your boyish figure?
Watching your figure?
No, I've got to lose a little weight for my health.
Well, if it's a health thing,
we're doing too.
If it's a health thing, you know. But I take the Monjourno, and that Monjourno, buddy, I'll tell you what. It'll jerk it out for you.
If I ate what I wanted to, and which wouldn't be a whole lot, I mean, it just goes on me.
Well,
I weigh myself every day.
You weigh yourself every day.
That's the best thing. If you weigh yourself every day, you lose weight just by looking at the scale.
The heart doctor wants me to.
Is there such a thing as fat shaming yourself?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you ashamed of your body?
You didn't hear the rest of the story?
Oh, well, I need the rest of the story, yeah.
You didn't hear what
Don,
I just said? He don't listen.
Do we need to have a...
He does not listen. I just said my heart doctors want me to weigh myself twice a day. Morning and night.
For health. Gotcha.
Absolutely, fluid retention.
It ain't no concern over your beautiful body.
Well, no, I mean...
That navel's beautiful, Don, all right?
Oh, there you go. Don't make me show my navel to the world.
Let me tell you what he does. In the summertime, he gets as bronze as a Brazilian beach body. I'm telling you, he tans the best of anybody I've ever seen. Now that's
because he's out there catfishing.
Well, yeah,
that's my Native American skin tone.
Yeah, I don't know why they call him the red man. They should call him the brown man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They do call Native Americans the red man. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little bit red. I get a little bit red, you know, if I get
John,
too much.
Have you got a tan on your bald head?
I do not.
Well, let's see, just for the camera.
Yeah, let's see.
See if we get
I didn't shave my head.
Guys, put your glasses on. Oh.
I didn't shave.
It's
That's
not
a
white.
receding
It's about like
hairline.
your
That's what I'd
face.
call that. Would you call that a
It's
receding
as brown as his face.
Huh?
It's as brown as his face.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. He's got a hat on.
Let me see yours.
Huh? It ain't pretty.
It looks better shaved. Mine does, for sure.
I'm sure mine does, too, than my 3 hairs I got on the top here.
I've got the thinnest hair, but I can do anything I want to with it.
Do you do the dome?
Do they call that body? Or what do they call that?
You are 30 years older than us, and you still got a head of hair.
No, I'm bald right here. But look, here. Just for the fans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You get your mohawk, Don.
It stays there. Now, why is that?
Oh.
I mean, I can do it anyway.
Static electricity.
No. Just, that's that body.
Oh, that's sick, man. That's sick. Oh, God. Oh.
What can I say? What can I say? That's the way it is.
You need to come over, Don.
It is.
So let me give you all some advice. I've been bashing on Don and John.
Oh.
So here's what happens.
Help me.
When a very large man takes the Montgomery and loses a lot of weight fast. Like if I see something and I point real fast, then I got parts of me goes that way on out, and then it comes back. It's like an it's like, if I hold my arm out like of the truck driving down the road, it's like it's blowing, you know.
Well,
what do you do about that?
That's better than standing up and about pass out, or I can't even stretch. I mean, I stretch like this. Today got me a good stretch in, and it's like,
if we keep doing this next week, we won't have 5 people watching. They'll all be depressed.
Almost passed out.
They've done canceled us.
It ain't easy getting older.
But I will say this, and my sister pointed this out, and my wife pointed this out. Of all of me that's hanging everywhere, I still got my big legs. I've still held the muscle in my legs, so that's a plus.
Well, yeah. You do a lot of walking.
Oh yeah, I walk up and down hills. Yeah,
you do a lot of walking.
Guys, thank you all for tuning in. We're going to go. We got some questions tonight to go through. We're going to eat some cheeseburgers. We got a lot going on.
Are we doing the questions already? With some Appalachian
These are some Appalachian trivia questions. You guys engage with us if you know them.
Yeah, give me a hint. That sounds more like a boat than a drum roll.
Number 1. How many strings does a banjo have?
5.
I'll go with that.
I'm going to say 6.
5.
5?
I know that one. All right.
All right. What is the name of the fuzzy stuff that grows from oak trees?
Moss.
Moss? No.
From oak trees. Does that matter?
Well,
does the oak
I don't
tree
know
grow
if it
something
matter
different?
about oak.
Oak trees grow acorns.
Now the fuzzy stuff, some of on the oak trees has got little round things on them.
Oh, I'm not sure.
The fuzzy stuff that grows from oak trees.
I would imagine tree moss, but I'm
that sounds
sure.
right. Mossy oak.
There you go.
Mossy oak tree.
Yeah, moss.
Spanish moss.
Spanish moss.
Well, I get it.
Ain't nothing Spanish about these trees.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. If that was Alex Trebek, he would have stopped it right there and said, "I need more."
Judges.
I need more. Yeah.
Judges.
Right,
you wouldn't have got it.
Yeah.
What do you get when you made a heifer and a steer?
A heifer and
mate
a
a steer.
steer.
It ain't got nothing to mate with.
You get nothing.
You ain't gonna do no good doing that.
You ain't gonna get much out of that one.
That's what a steer
That's
is.
the first trick. Nobody told me we was having trick
We got
questions.
trick questions.
Start saying mew.
A zebra.
A unicorn.
Uno.
Why are the Blue Ridge Mountains blue?
On account of the. Oh, well, I knew that, but I forgot. Hold on.
Got to be some kind of light reflection, causing it.
It's the humidity and stuff, I think, on that line. Something to do with that.
I'm going to go with it's some kind of where they're so high into the sky, it's a reflection from the sky.
I have no idea why it would be blue.
Huh? Pollen causes it. Pollen.
Wow.
That's cool. Yeah. Okay.
Pollen.
What, they pollen in the wintertime?
I don't definitely know this one, so you guys are going to definitely have to guess it because I haven't watched enough of
Now we have blue pollen. It's usually yellow in the car.
Andy Griffith Show.
Oh.
So it's the Andy Griffith Show
Yeah, let's go.
question. So
All
you
right.
guys, Don probably
Sure,
for sure.
God, you know the Andy Griffith Show.
I know the Andy Griffith Show, but I have
Everybody watches
my
Andy.
Andy Griffith's knowledge is definitely not up to par. What is the first name of Sheriff Andy Taylor's love interest?
The pharmacist.
No. The later one or the first one?
The pharmacist was first, I think.
That's a hard one.
Ellie.
Ellie was the pharmacist.
And the other one was...
The teacher.
The teacher was... she had the beehive haircut, though. Well, it ain't Thelma Sue. That was Barney's. Ellie was the prettiest. I'll say that. In my world, because I don't like the beehive.
What about Aunt Bee?
Nah, ain't Bee. She was poor Aunt Bee. What you got to go there for? Are you going to make Don depressed? You know how he is over that stuff.
What's wrong with Aunt Bee, Don?
The teacher was the other one. She was the school teacher. She's Opie's teacher. The pharmacist was the other one. Which was first?
Helen was the teacher, right?
Helen was the teacher.
Pharmacist was the first.
Ellie was the first one then.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
No.
I'm
Ding, ding,
always
ding.
right.
We need like a
I'm
bell or
always
something
right.
when we get it right. All right. I have no idea. What do you harvest when you plant shade? What do you harvest when you plant shade?
What?
What do you harvest when you plant
coolness
shade?
They used to call us the Shade Tree Allen, so maybe a nap?
Cool.
What nap?
This isn't a trick question.
I have no clue.
Coolness.
I've never heard of it. I'm out
No
on
idea.
that. I've never heard
Tobacco?
of planting tobacco is planting shade.
Oh, shade. Okay.
I never
Harvest.
All right.
When you harvest.
I did not know that. I know I hate
know the
fooling
name
with
of the-
tobacco.
I recognize the name of this song, but I have no idea
I
who
hate
sings
tobacco.
it. Who sang Your Cheating Heart?
Hank
Williams
Williams Sr.
Yeah.
I figure you guys know.
Your cheating heart has told on you. That it now?
That's it.
Roughly, how many people live in Appalachia? Are you counting from the whole Appalachia?
Yeah, are you counting from southern Appalachia to because the Appalachian Mountains range all the way down? They go all the way down into Alabama, all the way to Canada.
I'm going to say 11 million.
I'll say 10 to 11 million.
13 states.
13 states.
How many million?
Oh, it's more than that then.
Y'all ain't even close.
No.
40 million? Well, tell it.
Is it lower?
26.4 million.
Oh, it's higher, way higher, double.
We're not halfway there.
Wow. This is another hard one. I can't remember. What is the Kentucky state tree?
Coffee tree it used to be, but the tulip poplar it changed to recently, I think.
I know the goldenrod was the flower.
Yeah, you're right.
I have no idea what the tree
It was the coffee tree for years when we were growing up. It was a coffee tree, but they changed it to the tulip poplar. And why it's called the tulip poplar is because its leaf looks like a tulip.
Beautiful.
See, I know, he knows stuff. I told you, man. Like he knows. He knows stuff.
I hold back on Kodo. I don't even let him know what I really.
You gotta hold back. You gotta reel it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Another one for the hunters out there. What does frothy blood indicate on a blood trail?
Lung shot.
Lung shot.
Lung shot.
Yeah. Rich blood, young shot, lung shot.
That's
an easy one for me and Dom. We've done that.
I've been guessing whatever.
I've tracked them, son, and the blood go from it being bright red to bright redder, and you say, goodbye, gut shot.
Yep,
See?
goodbye, gut shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
What Kentucky college was the first non-segregated co-educational college in the South?
I would say Transylvania.
Read it again.
What Kentucky college was the first non-segregated co-educational college in the South? So it's like
men and women
and
plus racial,
African American, white, whatever.
Yeah, plus no racial segregation. I would say Transylvania University,
Georgetown.
Georgetown. That's what I was getting ready to say.
Louisville.
What is it? Berea College. Wow, down in Richmond, Kentucky. Got a cousin named Kurt McDaniel lives there. And
Madison County.
Haley,
Olivia, and a daughter.
Jane, Blackburn, Coburn. Is that right?
Which
and a
Wild
grandchild.
West legend was shot to death by Kentuckian Crooked Nose McCall in South Dakota in 1876?
Wild Bill Hickok.
Wild Bill Hickok. Aces and eights, the dead man's hand.
Now, why would you guys know that?
I don't know.
We just know stuff, John.
What is that on?
Why is aces and eights called the dead man's hand?
Because that's what he held when he got shot.
That's what he was holding when he got it.
Is that a movie or something?
That's a historical person. It's real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
There you go, John.
I didn't know.
Aces and eights. You know.
Kentucky's capital is in what county? Which county?
Franklin County. Frankfurt.
No.
Yeah.
It's Frankfurt, but it's the county.
Franklin County.
Is it Franklin?
Mm-hmm. I would assume so.
She's checking it off.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Kentuckian Patty Hill wrote this song, which is considered the most sang song in the world.
It's a religious song. It's either it's Happy Birthday. Happy Birthday. It's either Happy Birthday or it was either a religious song. Let's see. Happy Birthday, I think.
Who was it?
She wrote Happy Birthday?
Happy Birthday to
What was her name?
Patty Hill wrote this song,
or it's
which
a
is
religious
considered the most
song.
sang song in the world.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
No, it's either
Frosty the Snowman.
It's either Amazing Grace or Happy Birthday or something like that.
Twinkle Twinkle Little
Which
Star.
is it? Happy Birthday. I'm a genius.
Guys, if somebody needs somebody for the trivia team,
why am I so smart?
Trivia team.
Phone company.
This is a good question. Kentucky is well known for coal. Which type of coal is found in eastern Kentucky?
Met coal.
No.
What?
Bituminous. Is it bituminous?
Don is right.
Don's right. Well, he would know
Bituminous.
that. He's a coal man.
What do eastern Kentucky people call a period of unusual warm weather following the first frost of fall?
Oh, Indian summer.
Indian summer.
No, I would have never guessed that. Oh, here's a good one. I think I know this.
Why is it called that?
Probably because the Indians called it that. Is that right?
Mm-mm.
Why? Tell us.
Use your native genes, Don, and tell us.
Well, you say, now listen, first off, Don, we want to apologize, me and John Bow, for using the word Indian.
Is
That's
that
what I mean. That's,
Well, I know you was already offended. We will say Native American from now on. John, watch your mouth.
We have to say Native American.
We say
for
Native
now?
American because I can tell by looking at him he's mad.
well, look how red of it.
I know that's what I'm saying.
He's getting angry. He ain't
Burn
got no
up.
coffee.
No coffee. I'm hot.
He's hot.
I'll have trouble crossing the street.
Are we going to get canceled?
Probably. It's going to happen.
Hey,
Speaking
oh,
of
hey.
that, they renamed the Cleveland Indians, like the baseball team,
Yeah.
to like the Cleveland like Guardians or
But
something.
I think I saw an article, and correct me if I'm wrong, but some of the Native Americans were outraged by that. Because they said maybe it wasn't the Indians, but maybe it was the Washington, one of the teams, Redskins, or one of them.
The Redskins was the NFL team.
The guy that they were
They're commanders now.
the mascot that they were celebrating was like a legendary warrior, and they were celebrating him, and the Native Americans got mad and wanted it back the way it was. I think I saw that somewhere.
I mean, they've changed the baseball team. I think they changed the NFL team.
Hey, y'all out there, give us some trivia questions. If
Yeah,
you
give
got
us something.
some.
What you got? John, shoot to us.
If a woolly worm has more brown fur than black, what does that mean?
Mild winter.
I mean, mild winter? Okay.
Black all over, hard winter.
Okay. That's what.
Brown in the middle means bad winter at start, bad at the end.
And then, yeah.
Mild in the middle.
Yeah.
When cows that are put out the pasture huddle together, what is about to happen?
Storm.
Probably a storm, or they're getting sleepy.
That's what I was thinking. It's getting sleepy. They're starting to get sleepy. Have you ever went cow tipping?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever get them to tip over?
Now, John, do you think I ain't never went cow tipping.
No, no.
I've seen it on TV. But
That's goats. It's goats.
I always wanted to.
It's goats.
I
They'll
never
tip
even heard of
over.
that.
They'll tip over a goat. Yeah.
18 between you and Don both. So you got 14 of the 18.
That's pretty solid. All right.
That's a passing
Now-
grade.
Now,
C's get degrees.
I see a lot of people watching, guys. Watch this, share it out, feedback, give us your comments, your thoughts, whatever. We're here to entertain. We ain't no geniuses, and we don't claim to be. We're just having a good time. John, what you got tonight? You got some stuff?
I'm trying.
Have you ever heard? I got to thinking the other day, kind of one of my sister-in-laws, how people in Eastern Kentucky like you change your name, like. Well, her name was Edna, but everybody called her Edney.
Because that's the Elizabethan language.
Okay, yeah.
Like
What names do you know?
Sarah would be Sari.
Yeah.
Samantha would be Samantha.
Yeah.
Barbara would be Barbie.
Yeah. So that's why it is.
Wendy. Yeah. Glendy. Yeah. The old names.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was pronunciation. And let me explain this to you. I'm going to give you a historical walk here.
All right.
So if I am a census taker and I come around and you look at me and you say, what's your name? And my accent is so thick that I say Tiny. And I'm trying to say Tony, but I'm saying Tiny. And you say, what is it? Tiny. and nobody could read and write, so they couldn't spell it for the census taker.
Ah.
And they wrote it down as it sounded.
I got you. Yeah.
So who's your daddy? I mean,
well, you know. Example of that. My great uncle was born sometime around 1915. When the census taker came around, he told them his name, or what he thought his name was. Well, they thought he said Alec, and they wrote down Alec. Well, he was actually trying to say Alex, A-L-E-X.
Alex.
Alexander was his name, and he was trying to say Alex, and they thought he was saying Alec. Okay. Another example, census takers. That's all, and that's the only record they had back then was the census.
Yeah, that was it.
The census taker comes around. My last name's McDaniel. I've got such an accent, I say McDonald. They say, "What's your name, McDonald?" And that's how it was pronounced at the time. Well, they're going to write down McDonald. They don't know it's actually spelled McDaniel because nobody could spell.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Why are people in East Kentucky got so many nicknames? Nobody calls each other by their name. It's like even in families, you know, like all the Allen families has got a nickname and don't know why.
Well,
and they're names sometimes. Like they call you Tom.
Yeah.
Why in the world they call you Tom?
Where did Tom come from?
All right, they call Chester Allen Kenny.
Yeah.
I mean, why is that?
Tom came from when I was a little
Anybody got an
boy.
idea?
I was a fighting.
Was it that way in Johnson
Who was
County?
you fighting?
I can't remember, but old man Ford Allen.
Everybody in the family, they never go by their own name.
H.L. Fallon's dad Ford was watching me, and I was getting a whooping, probably whoever I was fighting with, because he told Dad, he said, "You watch that boy right there." Said he fights like a tomcat, and then they called me Tom from then on.
Okay.
You know? I mean, that's just how it stuck, you know, stuff like that. And T-Rex, short arms, pretty quick playing ball, but I had little short arms, and I lifted weights, had a big old thick chest. So when I run, they say I look like a T-Rex. You know, I got the little short arms.
I've been called T-Rex before. T-Rex arms.
That's
football.
that's where it comes from.
I got Big John from baseball. The coach started calling me Big John for some reason.
Well, you've always been Big John.
Yeah.
You big boy.
I mean, why is that though? Nobody
Big
wants
Tony,
to call you
Big
by their
John.
name.
Yeah, Big John was like
Big Don Montgomery. I mean, you know, big men.
Where'd Wolf come from?
Well,
this ought to be legendary.
Well, no, we're not going to that on our.
I've got more nicknames than anybody I know. Even in one family, people call me 4 or 5 different names. Don't know why. Just like in the Allen family, Roger McDaniel, your uncle, he calls me Dahmer or Dahmer D.
Yeah.
Wayne Allen called me Dahmer.
Yeah.
Etsy. See, they call me
Dad called you Wolf.
Wolfie, Wolfcat.
Yeah.
Gray Wolf.
Yeah.
Wolfman.
Well, one of the reasons they called you Wolfman, was kind of because
Don
you've been white-headed
Juan.
since you was 25, ain't you? That's true. Ask him.
Yeah. You've had a white mane for a while.
Yeah. Since we went white really fast. Well, I'm 42, and I never remember him being nothing but.
Yeah, I don't ever know him having white hair.
I had really black curly hair.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
Black
pictures.
curly hair.
Let me tell you something. Have you ever seen, well, I just don't know how to describe it. It was in the 70s. Let me start there.
Oh.
The long hair was in with the porn tash.
Oh, he had the stash, too.
Oh, he had it. And he wore he wore like the urban cowboy type hat, like the bend down, you know, the cowboy hat. And
you had a cigarette, too, somewhere.
Oh,
in
yeah.
that picture.
Oh,
And in
absolutely.
the picture had a cigarette.
And driving a muscle car. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the young women?
Wow.
What? Gumby's got a question here. The first white man in Kentucky, Thomas Walker, camped for the winter in McGoffin. The question is where? As I remember, it was on the Licking River. And at the time, there was salt licks in the river. And all the elk and the buffalo and the deer were coming there to lick the salt. And that's where the river got its name, the Licking River.
Probably at the head of the river somewhere.
Well, which side did he sleep on, the left or the right side?
Huh?
Did he sleep on the left side or the right side?
Son, I don't sleep good. I'll be honest with you.
And Route 30, where you live, is the middle fork of the Licking River.
Middle fork of the Licking River.
And across the hill on Fur Middle Fork
Well, let me ask you this.
is the right fork of the
I've
Licking
always
River.
wondered, where did Hendricks and 4 Acre, where did that come from?
Hendricks and 4 Acre? Well,
Those
it's
names.
like Sites and Fritz. There must have been some Germans lived over there or something.
Hendricks, and I remember Hendricks and 4 Acre. Where did that come from?
Sounds German. We had a lot of German immigrants on Middle Fork, according to Mom. According to my mom.
Crane's Nest had like a crane's nest on there. That's why it was called.
Well, I understand that because crane's nested there. Even when I was a boy, I saw cranes there all the time on Crane's Nest. That's why. It's like Craft Creek. There were a bunch of crafts that lived up there. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I was just curious about Hendricks and 4 Acre.
Yeah, 4 Acre always did throw me off too.
And obviously on Mill Branch there was a mill there at some time. I would assume. Is that why they called it that, Don? Probably.
I don't know.
It should have been called Wolf Branch.
Board tree.
There
was I know for a fact there was a log yard there, several log
Sawmill.
yards. Really? Sawmills, yeah.
Huh. What year was that?
That would have been, my great grandpa ran one there probably in the 30s.
1930s.
Well, I can almost remember. I remember people talking about it when the river. Getting back to what you were saying about the river, they had a railway station up here in Royalton, and they freighted stuff down the river to Salyersville and West Liberty on, it was that big.
Did they ever have a passenger railway station, Don, that you remember?
I don't remember it, but they did, yeah.
Well, I know you remember they ran the Greyhound through Salyersville at one time, right?
I do that, yeah. It stopped down there at the corner where, the lawyer's office is.
Grover Arnott's there.
No, on the other side where the Cozy Corner was.
Oh, okay. What year did that quit?
Used to be the coffee cup. It was in the 70s.
They stopped it in the 70s?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that when everybody started getting cars, there wasn't no need to run the bus anymore.
Probably just didn't make enough, yeah. Well, I don't know if there's a... Is there's a...
Not too many people leaving.
So here's something that brings up that makes me think.
They used to have one in Paintsville. I don't know if they still do.
When I was a boy...
Greyhound bus station.
And we talked about this last podcast. Everybody that was here had always been here. Now, and everybody always left. There were a lot of people leaving here, but nobody ever came here. But now we have a flood of people coming here. I mean, like a plethora.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people around this county that are coming in here and buying up property that have zero connections here.
Plethora, John.
Plethora.
Boy, he's bringing it out.
I've been listening to Kodo.
Kodo has been giving us some vocabulary lessons.
What makes
Kodo's influence on
what makes this place appeal to these people? Like people, from all over the country.
I think it's to get away from the craziness in the cities.
I think that's part of it. But I have another theory.
Yeah, but will they stay?
No, I think
cost of living's just.
I don't think that's it either. I think that in their minds, they're. And I'm not singling out any single person. I'm just saying in general. Let me make that clear. But in their minds, they can come here, and if they have to, if it gets to that point, they can live off the land. I think that's their objective. That's my opinion.
Probably an advantage too.
Probably the land
I think a lot of them
still cheaper here too.
Yeah,
probably.
I think a lot of them probably got some kind of big fancy remote job.
A lot of them, yeah.
And the cost of living in California is $4,000 a month, and then they can come here in Eastern Kentucky.
That brings up a good point. What in a society today, if you had that sort of job, a remote job, which you kind of do. I mean, you could do your job remotely.
Most of the time, yeah.
You can live anywhere you want.
Yeah.
But work from any area you want. Like if you get a $80,000 or $100,000 a year paying job in California that's completely remote.
Yeah.
As long as you can come to Salyersville and have good internet connection, you can live right here and do your job.
Yeah.
So
I would say that has happened.
Be a long drive for the Christmas party.
Land is cheaper.
True. Oh, don't forget about the Christmas party. December 18th.
18th.
He brought it up. Don will be going around, and John and me.
6 to 9. It's going to be live mic. Anybody wants to
interviewing people?
We will.
We're going to try to get Uncle Parker and Cousin HF to dress up as elves.
It's going to be epic.
Santa Claus will be here. Everybody is welcome. There ain't now we ain't going to have, lock the door.
And we're going to talk about Christmas past and Christmas present.
We'll have
Christmas
some hot
future.
chocolate and
Christmas
some hot coffee.
Yeah.
All right, babe, bring out the burgers.
We've had a lot of big times at Christmas. I don't remember having too big a time on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
they've been some weird stuff.
I like Christmas way better than Thanksgiving.
Amanda said one time some of her family got mad and threw the turkey in the floor.
In the floor?
In the floor. That was Thanksgiving. Yeah,
they threw the turkey in the floor.
Usually it's Christmas time.
Well, I've seen some big fights on Christmas.
Yeah, where stuff goes wrong.
Tell us the best Christmas fight.
I can tell you the best thing about Christmas for me as a kid. No fight, which we had fights too, but we'd all gather at the old place there at Barb's, Papa Gomes' old place, and all the kids would go outside and shoot firecrackers and fireworks. And all the kids, all the first cousins was together. There was a bunch of us, and we'd shoot fireworks. That was a good time.
Well, I'll tell you something this is a fun fact. I think toilet paper was invented, I think, in the late 1800s. And I never had none until I was 14. That was in 1968. So, at Christmas time, I went to a one-room school, and the teacher would roll up in this little round cardboard round thing, and wrap it in paper and be full of candy. And I'd say, well, where'd you get that little cardboard cylinder out like that? And there's a toilet paper center. I did not know that till real later on in my life.
Because you had an outhouse with the paper, the old-fashioned
whatever,
papers. Yeah. I'll tell you one funny story, and then we're going to have burgers that I remember from Christmas. So one time, I see Karen Cole Howard on here. It made me think of it. One time, my cousin, Darrell Chubb Howard, who's a legend up on the creek.
He is
Don
a legend.
knows him good. He's a trucker.
We trucked together.
He decided we was all going to go Christmas shopping. We was just teenage kids, We had we stopped. We went to Paintsville, and Chubb, he loved firecrackers and stuff like that. He just like us, just and he. So we stopped and got us some M80s. Well, back then, you could still get M80s.
That's a quarter stick of dynamite, by the way.
And we go in Paintsville, and I'm sitting beside him, and I think one of the other boys, Dougie, somebody was on the other side, and I had them M80s in my lap. They was in a bag. This guy's riding this bicycle, and it's blowing the snow and everything, and he's going right down the blacktop, and Chubb's honking at him to get out of the way. Well, he turns around and gives Chubb the double barrel, the finger, He's flipping him off. Oh, no. Chubb said, "Hey, Tom, you see what that thing done to me?" I said, "Yeah, Chubb." I said, "He was flipping us off." "Well, that sorry thing, I'll fix him. Give me one of them M80s. I said, "No, don't, Chubb." Now, I said, "Don't do that." Well, anyway, I give him one. He lights this M80, and he speeds up and goes around this guy and pitches it right at him. Well, right when it gets to him, it blows up.
Oh.
What happened then?
It never hit him or nothing, but he was shot. I'll fix him.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Oh, God. I'll tell you. Oh, let's eat the burgers. I can tell you some good Chubb Howard stories. What happened?
The M80.
M80 got you? Yeah.
See?
All right.
So what we got tonight,
Get one of these.
let me explain what's going on to you here. They all look the same.
No, I'll tell you the
They're all
difference.
from the same place, but you guys have to tell me where they're from.
Oh, we are going to have cheeseburgers tonight, and we have them from Wendy's.
They all do look the same.
McDonald's and Dairy Queen.
Did you doctor them up and change the buns around?
And we are going to each.
One place.
We're going
okay.
We're going to each have a burger, and see if we can determine where they're from.
So you guys can't
That's Dairy Queen.
Hold on.
Dairy Queen.
Get the best bite. See, it's always the best bite. You see what
It's
I'm
the plain
talking
cheeseburger, yeah.
I'm gonna say it's Wendy's.
That's definitely not McDonald's. I'm with Tony. That's Dairy Queen. D keeps something right.
I'll bring on another one.
Well, what is it?
Well, we got what's else they in? You got.
That looks like McDonald's right off the top.
Mm-hmm.
That's not McDonald's.
No. Oh, that's a Wendy's Junior.
That's Wendy's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I changed my mind.
That's a Wendy's Junior cheeseburger.
Wendy's, the first was Dairy Queen, and that's McDonald's.
Yep.
Tell by looking at this one.
No.
Yeah, that's definitely McDonald's.
Well, we got a problem.
Dairy Queen don't make a square burger.
That's McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda's wanting these burgers, and I can't remember which one I bit off of.
I ain't wanting them.
You always took 2 bites. It's easy.
Oh, okay. Well,
McDonald's had such a unique taste. It's like it's more sweet.
Sweet.
It's like they put more sweetener in the bread
Maybe
or
it's
something.
the bun.
The bun's
Yeah,
sweeter.
like the bun's sweeter.
It is. You're right.
Like it even looks different.
So I'm going Dairy
The
Queen.
best one.
What would you say is the best, Tom?
Well, the first one.
So Dairy Queen's the best.
I'm gonna have to go with it. No,
John, what do you think?
this one.
I don't know which one that was. Do you?
That was the first one at Dairy Queen.
I mean, even the patty consistency is just way. Look at this patty compared to Dairy Queen's.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a. I don't know. McDonald's has this unique taste. That's all right. Like you just know it's McDonald's. I feel like Dairy Queen has the better burger, or Wendy's. I usually like Wendy's pretty good too.
I can make a pretty good burger.
So what would you feel like, John, is the best? First, second, or third?
Number one for me.
I have to agree with Don. I think the first one's the best.
John's making it double.
He mix them all up. They don't call him the wolf for nothing.
Now, if I had some mustard and something.
I like Wendy's pretty good. They all got a unique taste. Ain't that weird how 3 burgers can taste 3 different ways?
Mm-hmm.
They're different, but I'd have to go with number one being the best. If I had to choose.
So tell them the price point.
Oh, let's see. McDonald's.
Just a plain cheeseburger.
3 plain cheeseburgers,
McDonald's, Wendy's, Dairy Queen.
$5 and something.
$5.51.
Wendy's.
Like 7.
Right at $8. Burger King. I mean, not Burger King, but Dairy Queen.
They're higher.
A little over 8. But I will have to say, if I had to choose, and I'm not, now listen, we do this for entertainment. We love all the people that work at all these restaurants, and we eat all of them.
Yeah,
we eat them all. We're not trying to bash anybody's product. I eat Wendy's, I eat Dairy Queen, I eat McDonald's.
I'm so glad to get a free hamburger.
Eat every one of them.
So I love the Wendy's chili. So I'm not bashing these places, but I have to say that looks like you pay a little more and get a little better burger.
Well, Don's made a triple cheeseburger here.
Yeah. A little trivia on the Wendy's chili. You know how it got started?
Well, there is something about Wendy's chili. That
if I remember correctly, Wendy's chili, Wendy's had a bunch of leftover hamburger every day after making their burgers, and they started making chili.
They have fresh hamburger, and they couldn't waste it.
I'm a world of use.
Great answer. Mm-hmm.
Your brain's so cute.
You're just a plethora of knowledge.
Oh.
I bet your brain is like 10.
I read a lot, you know.
Peel that back and let's look at your brain.
Listen, if you got his phone and looked at his Google history, just he reads the most random stuff.
Well, you gotta learn them. That's how you learn them.
Chubb says free always makes it taste better.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Ask Chubb, Karen, if he remembers the story I was telling. Guys, thank you so much. We had a big audience tonight. I appreciate you all.
He also tells Wendy's too because it's square.
We've enjoyed it. We love it. We want you all to come down here on December 18th. And if you can't come, you can tune in live. We'll have a lot going on live for our folks out. We're going to have the kids with Santa Claus.
Going to be big.
Probably have some sacks of candy.
Huge E.
Gonna be huge. Really huge.
E.
Huge.
Yeah.
We're going to make it great.
We'll have some
it's going to be big.
We'll have some beans. They put anti-coagulant in the window is chili blood thinners. What in the Sam does that mean? Did I read that wrong?
Cody, I thought you had a ball game to stream.
All meat is like in the, that's what.
Anti-coagulant in the window
makes your blood clot.
is chili. Am I reading that wrong?
Yeah, it must be Wendy's chili.
Anti-coagulant. Anti-coagulant.
Sorry, Kodo, I ain't got my glasses tonight.
There ain't no blood in meat. That's stuff they put in there or something else.
They put anti-coagulant in the window. I'm reading it right. They put anti-coagulant in the window is chili blood thinners.
He meant Wendy's chili.
Oh, and Wendy's chili is blood thinners. Okay. Why would they want to put that in it?
Is that for the odor, folks? Kodo or what? The thinner blood.
Why would you put a blood thinner in chili?
I keep people from having heart
Is this
attacks.
verified?
Yeah, this is all verified factual information.
I ain't saying it. I ain't getting sued by one of these. I don't know what's to put in chili. I like it. It's good.
Before you guys close, Salyersville Grade School has the Angel Tree Program. And
Okay.
they are needing some children adopted for Christmas.
We'll go get some.
Contact Lindsay Howard Collett on Facebook.
So if any of you out there would like to adopt a child from the, and what that means is you get a angel off a tree like we used to do at Walmart.
Oh, okay.
And these children list what they want. The Salyersville Grade School has some angels.
But they have not been adopted.
The Appalachian Connection podcast, Tony Allen, John Hurd, and Don Montgomery will adopt 2 of them.
Okay.
So go pick us 2 out, Amanda, whatever, and take care of that. That's what I got you for. But anyway, well, right? I mean, we don't want and we will sponsored by the Appalachian Connection podcast. If you guys can, I know everything's tight right now. It's Christmas and you got your own stuff, but if you can, maybe reach out to Lindsay Howard Collett and adopt a couple kids down
Hold
there.
on soon as I swallow this. Keep talking. We ain't done yet.
It means a lot to these kids. I mean, I can't imagine. I ain't got to see it, but imagine their face, you know, when they actually get, you know, maybe for one time in their life what they write down they want. I ain't doing good tonight now.
you gonna get a tear.
You let Kodo.
You let Kodo get to you.
That's
tonight.
pitiful, ain't it?
It's the time of year. It's normal.
It's the blood thinners and the
I
chili.
take 3 a day.
No, I ain't. I mean, you know, think about that.
It's pitiful.
I ain't doing good tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do something with the podcast. We're gonna call it. What are we gonna call it? Let's call it Wolfie's Kindness Challenge. For this week or until the next podcast, if anybody does an act of kindness to somebody or is in a situation where they can do that, if you would just document it and make sure it's real, nothing made up, and anything or anybody, whatever act of kindness you can do. I like to spread kindness, and it's time of year. And when our next podcast is, we'll go over them. You submit them, email them where, John? Somewhere.
You can email John at AppalachiaTCG.com if you want to.
Or Wolf Montgomery at yahoo.com, or just put it on something, and we're going to give you like $25 or food or merchandise.
We'll get for the person that, and Don will be the judge for
we'll all judge.
But for the person that does the most kind act of kindness, we will. That has the biggest impact, deemed by us, and we'll do our best, because any act of kindness is great, but somebody got to win this, I mean, everybody can't get a ribbon. We can't afford that. But
we're poor people.
We'll give you a $50 Farmhouse gift card. And we're just promoting kindness.
That's a lot of soup beef.
That's right.
And I think about them. I think about them angels on them trees.
Yeah. He ain't doing good today. You're going to take care of him tonight.
That's pitiful, son.
Might be true.
What do you think? I mean,
Yeah, Elizabeth said it's the best thing in the world to hear them come back from break and say all they got. He's going cry, but we need to get him crying.
Well, there's nothing wrong with
Podcast
that.
to blow up if we get Big Tony crying tonight.
What is?
It's good for you to cry
Let it
every
out.
day.
I never forget.
Think about 9/11.
Think about dead puppies. What I think
Miracle
about.
on 34th Street and the original. Everybody's seen Miracle on 34th Street. Well, that was actually an original letter that a little girl wrote to the editor in a newspaper.
Really?
And she wrote the question. It was like, where you asked Abby or Dear Abby, one of those columns, back in the day. And this, you're talking about the 1920s, 30s. And she wrote, "Is Santa Claus real?" Her name was Virginia. I remember that.
Is there a Santa Claus? Virginia, is there a Santa Claus?
The editor, who was an honest man at the time, was troubled with how to answer her.
Tony wants to cry tonight.
And he wrote back this article. And basically what he said, he didn't promote the actual fat man that comes down chimneys and leaves gifts. But what he said is, if you believe the magic of Christmas is real.
Yeah.
And that's what these kids, if you're used to never getting nothing and having a hard life, and then you put down exactly what you want on a piece of paper, and then come Christmas, you actually get what you put down. Are you ever going to forget that?
No.
You never forget that. And that's what the magic of Christmas is.
I was trying to think when I realized there wasn't a Santa Claus. Thanks for busting my bubble.
You ruined Christmas.
Well, I mean, you think about. I mean, and you know, we was all raised poor, but now but there's kids out there that.
I know my Christmases probably feels more special to me than it does my kids because I feel like they got way more than I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, we was raised poor. All of us. Don probably poorer than us, but there's kids out there that never get anything, and they don't get anything they ask for. So are they ever able to believe in Santa Claus or the magic of Christmas? And it's not about gifts, but for a child it is. For adults it's not. But when you're a kid, it's about the toys or whatever you're asking
It was bad.
So if you put down on a piece of paper something that you probably in your mind know you ain't going to get, and then somebody finds that angel on a tree and you get exactly what you've asked for, would you ever forget about the magic of Christmas? I wouldn't.
No, but you know, I was raised poor. I mean, when they took us to
pitiful,
Saturday in one conference.
You know, when they took us to Kentucky Fried Chicken, we had to lick other people's fingers.
Was that Rodney Dangerfield?
We was bad.
Rodney Dangerfield was the poor. We'd look at a picture of a turkey.
Oh yeah.
No respect. No respect.
If you can, reach out to Lindsay, call it Howard. We're going to get 2 angels. We'll get Amanda on that.
It's good to cry at least once a day, they say.
Or Lindsay Howard, call it. I apologize, Lindsay.
Do you ever cry much, John?
I try not to every now and then.
No, it's good for you. Supposed to cry once a day.
And get an angel and help these children
out.
What does
it release? Endorphins? I'll tell you. Go ahead.
Yeah,
endorphins?
It releases endorphins. It's a common effect, but then probably release a lot of fluid too. You know, you're crying up.
I cry out of one eye a lot.
I don't know. I'm very Christmassy type fella, and I think about these children.
Well, I just think about
Well, you're soft-hearted.
The children.
When I got a computer, it was like the biggest thing in the world.
I know.
The older I've got, the more sentimental and whatever sensitive I've got.
And Ricky Deaton over at Baby and Deaton's over at Creekside. Any kid that goes over there will get a Christmas gift. But those angels on those trees, it just, I don't know.
Lord.
I can't imagine if you're a child, if you are, and there are children out there, we're smart enough to know that you've never got really anything you've asked for and had a hard time. And then you wake up whenever they present them, and you've got all these gifts that you've asked for. Wouldn't that be magical? Mm-hmm. I can't help it. That's just...
Well, you watch these Hallmark movies where all these poor people go, they're sitting around the fireplace Christmas Eve, and they got nothing, then they wake up to a big Christmas miracle,
Yeah.
That never happened at home. It was all the same. You just woke up still cold. Seriously.
But you made it. Look at you. You're 72 now?
No.
71?
No.
My mother-in-law and her friends are hosting a gift giveaway this Saturday, 10 to 1 at the church across from Speedway.
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. Rita and Tucker Cole, that's Elizabeth. Rita and Tucker, of course, Tucker's an old trucker, and I growed up with them right on 30. We're all from 30, all of us.
I got nothing to drink now. I got a piece of dry hamburger in my mouth.
Don, I don't know. I'm out, too.
Coke City. Man to help.
Yeah, he's dried. He got a dried out piece of hamburger. But anyway, they do a lot of giveaways down there, too. The 18th, we're going to have candy and stuff up here, and Santa and Mrs. Claus, so...
It'll be the biggest thing on Route 7.
I put myself in a plumb pitiful state of mind now.
You did.
Stuff. You done it.
How did I do it?
You let me go there. You should have picked me back up. You're the producer. That's your job. You should have picked me back up.
I should have. We're here.
I feel
well, let's get back on Don's navel juice. He's got a bitch.
There you go. You got to go there. Guys, we're going to sign out tonight. God bless you, everyone. If you need us, we're here. Promote kindness. The world's full of enough family. Everybody's family's got troubles. We've all got problems. Promote kindness. Say something nice to somebody.
Be kind.
Be kind to each other. It's the reason for the season, of course, and we all know. And if you don't know, you ought to know. That's my opinion. I've got it.
If you can't find kindness, be kindness.
The reason for the season is Jesus Christ. That's my opinion, and I'm allowed to have it. And if you don't have that opinion, that's your problem, not mine. But the reason for the season is Jesus Christ. I'm going to say that because that's what I believe. And that's the reason. That's the reason they're all here.
I'll stand with you on that.
You know the Dogecoin, DOGE?
Yeah.
The cryptocurrency? I'm sorry, you probably heard of it. They say they're saying it's do good every day now. Dog.
Well, there you go. What's wrong with that? Don't forget, the real reason for the season is Jesus Christ. Take care of each other. Spend time with each other while y'all still here, because in the blink of an eye, it can all change. You can be gone. That's my thought for the day. God bless you, everyone. We want to see you all that we can on the 18th. We'll all be here. John will be going around live micing. We'll have Santa and Mrs. Claus. I don't know if you can get them, because they may be booked up. But if you need a Santa and Mrs. Claus, they're the best in the business. Ronnie and Kathy Montgomery, you can get Kathy on Facebook, and her profile's Santa and Mrs. Claus, so you know you got the right ones.
We appreciate y'all. And share this out. We appreciate y'all, and
thank you all so much for tuning in. We had a big audience tonight, and we had a lot of fun. And next week we may have Farmhouse burgers. What do you think?
Sounds great.
Oh, no, next time is the Christmas party. We're going to have beans.
Oh, we're going to have beans.
Beans and pizza.
Soup, beans and cornbread and pizza. If you ain't ever had soup, beans, and pizza,
can you put soup, beans on pizza?
And for all you little kids out there that are concerned about it, we won't let Santa eat too many beans, so don't be worried about that. See y'all. Good night. God bless you.